see Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders taking on Jalen Hurts and the Carolina Panthers.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play, and losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And they had it easy last week. They jumped out to an early lead and then put it on cruise control from there.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And nothing but daylight ahead. 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 51 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. About that time before a loss.
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And this one is right through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
Raiders 3.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
At their own 24-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Scotty Miller, 76 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just
pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think...
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. His kick is good. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzes are coming a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Wide open, complete. 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Duvernay, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And it will come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them.
And now this is intercepted. Gomez picked up by A.J. Terrell. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
At their own 48.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
They go play action with Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevens. And he will take it across for the Panthers touchdown. A big play there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
Makes the score Panthers.
The first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's the Raiders punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for in May, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Stevens. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
A big play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as his guys continue to pour it on. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Derek Carr sacked.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Darrell Henderson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 15.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at...
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
Now on 2nd and 16. Carr on the slant, able to find Ayuk. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 7.
From the gun, it's Carr. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
Panthers 36, Raiders 3.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevens. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. T.J. Hockenson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on.
Makes the score.
Extra point by Badgley up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
The 25-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Henderson, and he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The Raiders on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball.
He will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man. He's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run. A 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Number 4.
From 3 yards out, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
25-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The 33-yard line.
On 2nd and 2, Carr looking for Ayuk, and he's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Now it's Henderson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because
pressure comes in, he's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That's good for 28 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots. And
that's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 37. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. One, get some oxygen.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 19 yards away. And this offense is running away with this one. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space.
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Offense.
Brutus will take away the long touchdown.
It's a cool game sometimes, partner.
Shotgun now for Carr. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. Carr's 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now they got to get to the line quickly. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Touchdown, Carolina.
They've really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the two-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, as you pointed out. Use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Carl try it again on second down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 40-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And the route is on here in this first half. And they extend their lead. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Here's Hurts to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
44-yard line.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Carr to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. As he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 32 on the play. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding into this ball game.
Throw left side complete. It's Stevens. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Throwing is Hurts. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Derek Carr sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time.
Oh, he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of...
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Another big play here as they strike for 31. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them attack right here on this play.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you're
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. J.K. Dobbins. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And this offense continues to pour it on.
The Panthers.
No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they'll get him down here at the 23. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it.
At the 41-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Hurts. There's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 31. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're good.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, he's got him in the lead.
1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Carr. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The open man here, Renfrow. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Touchdown. A big play there. Ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year as his guys continue to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Sets up a 3rd down and 8.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Carr. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right?
And that's caught inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 39 that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Well, that is caught, and the record is his. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now or very
lights
quickly.
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker set free.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Operating from the gun. As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
High throw, but the catch is made. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Throwing his car on third down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
From the gun. Carr. He's got Burton here. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally. And the pressure gets to him again. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing on third and long. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the crossing route, complete. That's Stevens. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
First down, Panthers.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. I think you and I were a little little surprise back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. On play action, now Carr. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. And Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win